Hello, Mark Crossfield here. More Ask Golf Guru Q&A coming at you. This question from Cameron talking about blowouts. Let's talk about blowouts. Woo-hoo, midsummer blowout. Let's talk about bottling and blowouts. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, Cameron says, hi Mark, I played this Saturday and had the best back nine I've had in a competition, 33, then had a run of bogeys from nowhere. Okay, do you have any tips on how to not blow up? I've been struggling this year with this. It's been shooting around level until the back nine and have a high score on one hole and a few bogeys straight after, or a string of bogeys. Is this a mental problem? Well, looking back, I didn't hole as many putts and missed more greens. Really need some help. I've started to get a rep for bottling. Right, okay. Interesting. He's actually attached a picture of his card. Okay. Right. Good question. A hard one to answer. There's many levels of answer and none of them are exactly right. You've got to find the one that works for you. First thing you need to do is you've got to address this bottling thing, in my opinion. Let's take all the tech out and all the ideas. The main reason you're a strong player with good club delivery who can strike the ball will not have big numbers generally unless they get some misfortune or play a wrong club. So management issue. Because they've got good delivery, it's consistent, so they're going to get a consistent result as a general rule. And they'll have blowouts, but not enough for it to ever, they'll have more steadiness to good rounds than they will just complete blowouts. Without seeing your game, I don't know how much high risk golf you're playing, you know, hitting the ball with massive curvature, trying to hit ridiculous lofts and de-loft and what have you. First thing I would like you to try and do is, let's tackle, you're not a bottler, there you go, you're not a bottler, forget that. You don't even want to think that, read that, let people think that, but you're not a bottler. You are just timing your round and they're not timing quite correctly. Tiger Woods last year won 5 times, didn't win a major. Everyone holds that against him. He won 5 times. That was timing. If he had those weeks, 4 other weeks of the year, he might have won all 4 majors. He's won, do you see what I mean? It's timing. You're playing 18 holes. You're blowing out. If you had those big numbers on the front 9 and then had a solid back 9, which is nothing stopping you doing that, because it's just timing. Those holes are happening. They're not happening per 18 holes, they're happening over your life. So you're going to get them at intervals, possibly, and they can be randomised. So you might get them next month all in the front 9, and then actually your back 9's level pass, so now you're the opposite to a bottler, aren't you? You're like a grinder, just on timing. Do you see what I mean? Other things you need to really get into understand. So forget the bottling thing, you're not a bottler, it's just pure timing. You can call it unfortunate, call it what you want, it's just timing, and timing will change next month, next year. You're not going to blow out all the time. There might be a couple of holes at your course that you're playing incorrectly, hitting the wrong club, taking too much on, which you could decide, I don't know where you play or what have you. The other thing you would need to do is you ideally, and I say this a lot, but it's true unfortunately, which is often when you tell people the truth, they don't like it, and this is one of those. If you understood your impact and the patterns of your impact and related that to the holes that you're blowing out on. So if I hit the ball with a face that's always close to a pass, so I generally tend to hit 20-yard curvature, but I can over curve it and block it. And you get me on a hole that slopes heavy right to left without a bounce on the left. Well, that adds up to, you play that hole enough, that person's going to get in trouble if they attack that hole possibly a lot of times. So they might be better off hitting a 5-iron, then another 5-iron, then a pitch on. I presume you're a handicap golfer, so you've got shots. The holes that if you're getting consistent holes that you I used to have a par 3, I remember, at the club I played at as a kid, where I'd always miss it off to the right. It was a 214-yard par 3 and I just always miss off to the right. I consciously started to try and hit big draws into that hole, and my kind of shot average on that hole really started to improve when I just spun it on its head. I didn't play it how I wanted to play it. I forced myself to play it in a different way to try and change the pattern of how I was playing that hole. And that's something maybe you can do on your course. Get out there, and if that hole requires you to hit a fade, but you can't hit a fade because you're a sling drawer, maybe don't tee your 3-wood up, hit it from the ground, which will often tend to maybe have a little bit of cut. Do something like that, spin it on its head. Don't play the hole how you want to, because you're obviously not playing it correctly because you keep blowing up on it. The main thing for me here is for you to stop using the word bottle. If you use that word and get a reputation for it and think it, it'll resonate, it'll be there. It's just so self-destructive. You've got to be able to control your emotions if you want to be able to control this ball. If you can't control yourself and the way you feel and think, how are you going to control that, which is flying out there? You've got to be able to control yourself. So get all that gone. That's not gone, it's timing. And let them think it. Even play, I would always, if it happened to me, I'd always play along with it. Oh yeah, I'm a bottler. Yeah, I bowl. I bowled so much on that front nine when I shot level par. That's how much of a bottler I am. It's not the fact that you're level par and you're getting nervous. It's just the timing of your bad shots. There's something happening in your club delivery or the hole you're playing that is allowing you to keep doing this. Fix that is a big, so it's not bottling, it's just fixing that issue. Or if there's consistent holes that you keep dropping and getting into trouble on, just play them completely, play them in a way that makes you uncomfortable. Play them in a way that makes you have to work in a different way. Hit your free wood from the ground so it doesn't have your draw. That's one example. If you're always cutting it off to the right, just club way down. 7.5 tee. People will go, you gone mad, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm just playing for a double bogey here because I keep having 8s on it. And just accept it until you get that out of your mind. That's the hole you blow up on. None of those answers will work. They're just ideas that you need to go away and practice and see if you can make them work for you. That is the question is so open-ended. There's no real answer. You've got to find an answer that works for you, which is often the way in this game. Hope that helps. Interesting question. Hope that's a slightly interesting answer for you as well. Think differently. Post comments, love to hear. Thanks for the question. As always, thanks for buying the app. Speak to you soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.